Good morning, everyone. Let's start with today's session, inheritance in Python. So, very first thing that we require in Python is the concept in which that we have base class and we have that derived class. So, inheritance is generally used for that purpose of reusability of code. It means to say that using inheritance you can use existing class properties, functions, behaviors, and you can create a derived class. So it not mandatory that you have to create each and every class at from the scratch. So this is that the best possible that advantage of that inheritance that we have. It is the concept which is one of the main concept in all the object oriented programming languages. Now we start with single inheritance. So here is an example in which we have only two classes. One is you can say this base class and other is derived class. So here the syntax is class and then class name follow up by colon. Then we have a function using def keyword. We have this function speak and passed itself follow up by this colon. So print animal speaking. Now child class dog that we have created, it inherits the base class animal. So class dog, and inside this parenthesis we have base class name and then follow up with this colon. So class dog within the parenthesis animal and follow up with the colon. Then we have a function def bark and self pass through it and print dog barking. Now this is the procedure where we have to create an object of that dog class. So d equals to dog followed by parenthesis pair and then call the function of that dog class and call the function of animal class. So using this d dot bark and d dot speak, that's way that we can use this inheritance, which is single inheritance. Single inheritance is basically that derived class, a single derived class inherits behavior, function, properties from its parent class, single parent class. Then we can say this is single inheritance, and that arrow sign towards from derived class towards parent class. Now the second example is multi-level inheritance, in which we have more than two levels of inheritance. We may have three classes, four classes. So class 1, class 2, class 3. Here we have taken these. This is one of that example. So first parent class is animal, then a function is speak, animal speaking is going to be print. Then the second class is dog. We inherit that animal class into this dog class, and then we have that def bark as a function and dog barking is there. Then the child class dog child inherits another child class dog. So dog child class inherit properties, functions, behavior of this dog class. So here we have another that print is given is eating bread. So now we create an object of dog child and call all the rest of these three functions, d dot eat, d dot speak, and d dot bark. So this is the way that is multi-level inheritance works. Now the next is multiple inheritance. So multiple inheritance is something in which we have multiple parent classes and single derived class. So single derived class can inherit multiple parent classes behavior, functionality. So here we have class calculation 1. We return a plus b, two value sum. Then calculation 2, we multiplication as a return value, and derived is the division a divided by b. So here we have this d derived. So we have taken this derived class object and create that and just simply put this d dot summation pass two values 10 and 20 uh, of each of this given function during the call, and simply then we have the concept. So this is the way that we may have the concept of that inheritance, as we saw three different examples. Now we try to run this program and save this by Control S and run this program by Shift Enter. So here is that our response: dog barking, animal is speaking, dog barking, animal is speaking, eating bread, and 30 to 100.5. So let us see the results and verify them. So when in the single inheritance, whenever that we have this concept d dot bar, so dog barking will be the first outcome, definitely, yes. And then we have that animal is speaking, d dot speak. So definitely we should have animal is speaking is the next one. Then in the multi-level inheritance, we first call bark function. So we should have dog barking, yes. Then we have a speak function calling, then animal is speaking, and then eating bread. So this is the sequence of outcome. Now in multiple inheritance, we put summation first, so 30 will be the response, okay. Then the multiplication 10 into 20, it should be 200, okay. And then the division takes place, 10 divided by 20, so obviously it is 0.5. So this is the way that inheritance concept we may use. So in a summary, we can say that inheritance is a concept of object-oriented programming language in which that derived class can use functionality, behavior, and all sorts of operations data of a parent class. In general, it is of single inheritance, it is of multiple inheritance, and multi-level inheritance in Python. Some other types of inheritance also hybrid and that inheritance we can say. So this is the concept that we have used in Python. So thank you very much for being with me in this session. If you like this video, click click on that subscribe button and press the bell icon so that you can get notification whenever I upload latest video. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.